It's Friday night, so you know things are about to get freaky. Welcome to The Freak Show. Here are your hosts.
Here are your hosts. Media Winch didn't get to hear that, but the voiceover got cut out at the beginning. Here are your hosts. Here are your hosts. Here are your hosts, JustinFREAKIN and the Media Winch. Thank you for joining me on what is the 1-year anniversary of this iteration of the Friday Night Freak Show.
Really?
Yes. We started.
I did not know.
We started on Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's lovely.
August of last year.
Good day, good day. There's supposed to be, don't forget the, tomorrow night that the Pleiades meteor shower is going to happen. And the best viewing time, I think for us is 1 a.m. So it might be like 11 for you?
I was told that Mercury was in Gatorade and the moon was full, and that was the reason why I was having...
There's fog in Mordor.
A weird day today. Nothing has worked right. Nothing works right on this show tonight. I had told producer Dave 30 minutes ago, fuck, I might not be able to do a stream because nothing is working. But things are working now, and I have Media Winch here, and it's the Friday Night Freak Show with JustinFREAKIN and friends.
And friendos.
So I guess from now on, this show is going to be like a rotation of guest hosts with me.
And Dave and I already have another suggestion for you. You need to get Hildebeest on here because she is wonderful.
I would love to have Hildebeest on here. We're going to have to work out the technical difficulties. I have a few people in mind. I'm sure the Media Winch is going to be here quite often.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be in the studio on Fridays anyway, I might as well, hang out for an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes or however much time I have before a conspiracy bingo starts. I
always love seeing your face. Oh, shit, we have the troll from last night. Patrick's time.
It's the Trollbot 3000.
What Patrick's doesn't understand is that we're on more platforms than just YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't even get, even though they're seeing the comments on the screen, they don't understand there's more people watching than just them.
Right. It's just like Trash Can Josh can't figure out that our main engagement platform is not Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Though I've had I don't want to jinx it. I've had my Facebook back for like 2 months now.
Yeah.
They haven't.
How's that Twitter account working out for you?
Very good. I've only been suspended once. It was like what's the first one you get, a 6-hour suspension?
Yeah. You get a warning. They slap you on the wrist.
Well, I got a 6-hour suspension. I didn't just get a warning.
Oh, okay.
So I got a suspension for some amount of time. But it wasn't a bad deal. Are you smoking a joint or are you smoking a cigarette?
No, I'm smoking a joint. I quit smoking.
You quit smoking?
I quit smoking. It'll be a year, October 9th.
Oh, shit. Congratulations.
Yeah, I did take 2 drags off of a cigarette yesterday, but that was because it was 5 o'clock and I was starting to fall asleep, like sitting in my fucking chair over there.
You needed some.
And I was like, I want to smoke something, but if I smoke a joint, it's just going to I'm done. I'm going to be done for the day. And so I was like, Dave, let me just have a couple puffs off of one of your cigarettes and I'll go make myself a delicious iced coffee. And that should fix the issue.
But see, that's the thing is I've been trying to get producer Dave to put down the cigarettes.
He's been doing much better, I think, since he's been here because he only smokes in the garage. So, and he's not out here. I mean, he's out here most of the day, but he doesn't smoke in his room. He doesn't he doesn't just like smoke all over the house because we don't do that here.
So
weed's fine, but cigarettes, you got to either be in your room or you got to be in the garage.
The podcasting commune is coming along well, is what you're saying.
Oh man, I only knew it was a matter of time before. Like years ago, I knew it was only a matter of time before Dave and I ended up living together. And like every middle-aged Bay Area woman needs a homo life partner.
Indeed. Okay. Yes.
Because I mean, it's a tradition in my family. I don't know about yours. So
no, not at all. That is not the way we roll in Appalachia, ma'am.
Yeah. No, I have two. I have one in Arizona that I desperately need to go visit, and then I have producer Dave. But yeah, so I mean, even like way back in the Fremont days when he and I first met, and like the first couple of years, we were talking about starting an artist commune with some people that we used to know, that we used to hang out with a lot. And the idea was kind of pretty much the same. As the only thing that we're missing is property. And, we do have property, but it's up north. But, a 3-bedroom house in South San Jose, it doesn't suck. I mean, there's
No, it doesn't suck at all.
4 adults here. There's 4 adults here, and then half the year they're kids, and my kids are tiny adults.
The new studio does look good thus far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're fixing up this. Like, we had that one banner in the back of me, and it's just not. It's not the favorite. So, we decided that we're just gonna build that altar out faster than we were planning on it, so we could have like blinky lights and shit. We like blinky lights. We make it look like a shitty nightclub in here, and it looks fucking fantastic.
I endorse the shitty nightclub look.
It is. It's good.
Haunted strip club. That's the motif you go for.
Haunted strip. I fucking love it. Yes. Haunted strip club. That performance from Three Headed Dragon last Tuesday was fucking fantastic. I pre-recorded a interview with somebody yesterday. The outfit is called Kali Ra, and it's like a goth kind of like throwback 80s band with like David Bowie and Beatles influences. It's interesting. And then like halfway through the interview, the dude like we come back from a song, and the guy has busted out a puppet. And it took me like probably a good maybe 20 minutes before I noticed.
Before you noticed a puppet, that he's doing puppetry in front of you, and you took
No,
you that
he wasn't
long
doing puppetry. He was just sitting there with it on his hand, and his background was kind of dark, and I didn't really see it because the little window, the little video window it's only this big, and I couldn't see.
Fair enough.
And then I finally noticed, and then he started talking as you'll see. You'll watch it on Tuesday. It's interesting. I rolled with it. It was a lot of fun.
Apparently, I'm whacked out of my mind, strung out on more than green. Strung
Really?
out on more than green. Look at
I'm
my
jealous.
eyeballs. Do I look really strung out?
No.
If I'm
no,
strung,
you
if
look
I'm
pretty
strung out
normal.
on anything, it's stress because I've been working all goddamn day.
What if you are strung out? What is when you're on like hallucinogens? What is your favorite type of hallucinogen?
So when I was in college, I ran into this guy who grew like exotic mushrooms for like chefs and shit. Mm-hmm. So he knew how to grow. He knew how to grow some badass fucking mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
I am not on Smack Drake, no. So those mushrooms were the best hallucinogen I've ever had. Like, they're better than any acid I've ever had. It was a different trip than DMT. But okay, so those specific mushrooms, like, they made one of my friends. She was in the bathroom the rest of the night, but she had a good time. She said she was hugging the toilet, but she had a good time. She never threw up, but she felt like she was gonna throw up the whole time.
She made a friend.
Yeah. So my buddy comes over and he's like, "Is Michelle okay in there?" And she's like, "I'm fine, Chip." And like I'm dancing around, and they're like, so those are my favorite. What was the question?
No, if you if you were going to do them in the now space, what would you do?
So,
I'm taking a vacation. I've decided that I'm going to take a fucking vacation in October. I'm gonna take a week off, and I'm gonna come out your way.
To trip, I like to play a video game coming up for like the first little bit. Like, once you start losing motor skills, you got to give it up. 30, 45 minutes. You play, what?
What type?
I told them the mushrooms.
Okay, well, so mushrooms is your preferred hallucinogen.
The ones I got from that dude that grew them for the chip?
I'm not going to be able to get those from that dude. So, general.
Well, then I would like whatever's going to knock me on my ass the strongest. The acid, the mushrooms, whatever.
Well, no, I don't want to knock you on your ass. I want to have a good time. Knocked on the ass isn't exactly.
I do not have any smack I'm not using. I'm a head from way back. So I mean, like, you give me some mushrooms, I'm gonna put on like some electronic pop rock, like M83, MGMT, Radiohead, like we're gonna be dancing like this the whole time, Panic at the Disco, like shit like that. That's what we're gonna be listening to.
That's funny. Well, I have that whole local love library, so that's like
we gonna dance.
The last time I did mushrooms, I was up in Cottonwood, and we were laying on a fucking blanket.
Okay, Cottonwood sounds like that would be a place like in eastern Kentucky. Like, oh, I was back in old Cottonwood.
No, yeah, it definitely is. That's what we call this part of California, Calabama.
Fair
it's
enough,
where they want to do the state of Jefferson stuff. It's where they want to do the state of Jefferson shit, where they're fucking they're idiots. So, it was summer, probably because it was hot and we were laying outside on a blanket, and I was listening to one of Chip's songs, and the fucking trees just turned into fucking digital fractal fucking things and just started fucking spinning, and it was amazing. I love it when things pixelate and then just start twisting.
I tripped one time, like I was in college, and it was Christmas break. It was like the first day of Christmas break, and I dropped some acid, and I went out and I laid. It snowed, and I'm looking up. It was a completely clear, starry night. I'm laying in the snow, and I could see like the curvature of the earth and shit. It was beautiful. Oh my, just taking in the stars and shit. And then I went back in my apartment and danced. Danced to Radiohead, M83, MGMT.
Last time I did some acid was on New Year's Eve with Nathan Blaze, and we fucking giggled for fucking 8 hours.
Hell yeah, Nathan would be fun to do some acid with.
Oh fuck,
you'd be fun to do some acid with. God damn it.
Oh, it's so fun. I love hallucinogens.
Okay. Like I hate to cut this short, but there is something I want to talk about before we get too deep into this. I want to plug that if you subscribe to my Patreon, you can get access. Just put up there this afternoon. You can get access to the Friday Night Freak Show where Sparkles blows up on Justin. It is the only place you can get it for $5 on the $5 tier on Patreon. You can see the last episode of the Freak Show where Sparkles and I's friendship ended. I want you guys to know that I have actually been in contact with her. I wanted to try to get her here tonight and do a clip show and reminisce and have fun and bury the hatchet, but that did not happen. Boy, did that not happen.
Oh, she mad.
Oh, she very mad at me. She very mad at me, but like, as just she often gets mad at me and blocks me and stuff. So hey,
believe
it's
it or
a
not,
thing.
It is not the first time that something like that has ever happened on fucking air, because back when we moved the studio from the living room to the second bedroom, and fucking Harrison was still living at Dave's house. They had an issue already, and Harrison wasn't coming on the show, but it was just one of those nights where, Harrison was just like, okay, well, I'm going to come on. And then I was hosting, and Dave and Harrison were sitting next to each other, and Harrison was rambling on about some shit, and Dave was trying to like keep the panel wrangled without it becoming just a fucking shit show, and they got fucking pissed at each other, and it turned into it was uncomfortable, and I got called names because I was trying to just be like, look, the host, the producer is in charge, and if they're telling you to do a thing, then that is what you need to do. It's not like personal. It's you're putting out a product, and you want the product to be something that is palatable, because producing a shit show that nobody wants to watch or listen to is a waste of time.
Well, there were many things going on. She likes to take things out on me. That's all it is. And like, you know, I took it like it was a comedic thing for a while, but like it's not cool. So I wish her the best. Like I still wanted to be friends with her. She's still one of my favorite people. She cracks me up. Like I enjoy being around her. I think she's funny as fuck. And like that's why I thought this show was so good. But like it got to the point to where like she was fighting me to go along with stories. And like she was doing it up, and I was telling her she loved this show called Dessous and Marrow. I'm like, that's exactly what we do. Like they don't fight with each other over like doing the topic and shit. Like that's not how this works. But hey, like there's more going on than just what was seen on the show. And if you want to see what was going on, you can pay the $5 on Patreon. Well, she was constantly talking about like how she slapped me in the drive-thru that one time, and it was kind of funny. Like I laughed that she slapped me in the drive-thru. It wasn't that big of a deal, but like she's got some issues she needs to work through, and maybe she wasn't prepared to do this, and maybe I peer pressured her too much to get into this. And for that, I'm sorry. I thought she was really good, and I was constantly on to her like, if you work with me instead of against me, like we might be able to do this and take off, and you won't have to go to work and complain about working for the white man all the time.
Mm-hmm. But she has a pretty good job, though, right?
She works a lot. She complains about working a lot and being very relied upon without being properly compensated for it.
I'm about to work less and make more money. See, that's how it is when you're a Bay Area elite.
You want some kitties? I'll get a kitty. We'll get a kitty.
Kitty cats.
Which one you want? You want Socks? You want Smokey?
Oh, let's see Smokey.
Meow.
Smokey.
Say, hey, Smokey. He's so vocal, but I can never get him to say anything on mic.
No, yeah, that's same thing with Hey Mitch.
Motherfucker went missing for 8 days.
Poor kitty cat.
Well,
He was out exploring the forest.
Well, I don't want to say went missing because he kept coming back. We kept seeing him. We knew he was out there.
Yeah, he's just stretching him's legs.
he had us all worried. It was during that heat wave too. Poor kitty.
You don't have any creeks or streams next to your house?
Not in the immediate vicinity. But I mean, like, they keep water because, like, there's a lot of animals up here. There's water out. Bogey was on an 8-day bender. Yes, you were on an 8-day bender. I still owe you a stern talking to. Well, he used to always want to get out at the old apartment too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Our kitties are. Well, they're like Hamish is a bolter. Like he'll try to like bolt out the door real fast. But then whenever he gets out there, he gets like 10 feet out into where the lawn should be, and then he just rolls around in the dirt.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you for the happy anniversary wish. I wish this was, like, I can't really do an anniversary show. I wanted to be able to do an anniversary show and play old clips and shit. Do you want... And here's the thing is, and I can't... We're having an issue with clips tonight, so... Ah, fucking shit. That's the wrong thing. I'm still getting used to my new setup.
Yeah. Everybody's all, oh, we just switched everything. Like Dave's thing here, like here is like, I don't know. It could be in fucking geometry for all I know. This is too much. A lot of stuff.
I'm gonna play you a clip of Sparkles, but we've been having issues with the sound. Cause like, okay, here's the deal: is early on, like we're having a lot of fun. Check us out, like we look like great pals. Wanting to consume the cat food. Nobody made me aware of this.
Because again, you're unaware of.
Yeah. Especially this puppy. This puppy is very like sometimes doesn't even want to get up and go outside.
It's my open carry bottle of wine.
Please stop putting shit down next to your microphone. Oh, see, there we go. I'm jumping onto her there.
I can't not touch it.
You got to quit fucking with anything around your microphone.
Can't. I got hands.
It is so horrible.
That might actually fix your month.
Yeah, Justin started like crying on stream eventually. Is everything okay now? We're not echoing anymore. Talk, Media Winch.
It sounded fine to me.
Oh no, you're echoing. Fuck. I was fine, but you were echoing.
That's a bummer.
It is a bummer. One more time, talk. Nope, I completely fucked her up. Hold on. Now you're back.
Hey.
I don't know what is going on. I had a Windows update last night, and when I did it when I went to bed. Quick, cut to kittens. I don't mean to bum you out, but like if anybody wants to see the drama, you can pay $5 on Patreon. But I wanted to be able to do an anniversary show where I played like classic clips of Sparkles and I wanted to play the cake incident where she's like, "You brought back the wrong kind of cake, you fucking idiot."
I like the bits about with the turtle bees, the grocery stores. That shit was hilarious.
You and I can do that bit right now if you want to. God bless you.
I'm allergic to that.
We can. Oh, you're allergic to the turtle bees?
Apparently.
That meme is always good for 30 minutes, 40 minutes of content. If you don't know what we're talking about, here it is. This is the turtle bees meme.
They couldn't even get all the way down to like the Bay Area or Monterey where the fucking turtles are.
Hold on. Now talk.
Turtle bees.
Now we're good. Okay. So we've got the turtle bees meme going on here. As you can see, this is America's favorite grocery stores by region. You've in the Pacific Northwest region. Turtle bees. The Pacific Northwest. That is all I call it now.
But we're not even in there. I mean, there's like the top part of California, but it doesn't. I mean, if I'm going to try and suss out this very smoothly drawn map of California and the Pacific Northwest, Spicy Town should come down a bit further. Pacific Northwest should come down a little bit further. Just saying.
Well, you think it should come down a little bit? It's already into California. I don't know.
No, I know it's into California, but it's like the Bay Area isn't like straight across from this corner where it formerly known as Nevada and now which is now known as the Great Plains. It's a little bit down. It's down a little more.
So you've got the Great Plains, and then you've got the Plain Plains.
Those are certainly the Plain Plains.
The Plain Plains.
Yeah.
So why don't St. Louis is a pretty cool city.
Which one?
St. Louis?
Missouri. I know.
Is there a St. Louis, Kansas?
No. I was thinking
There's a Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, because there's a Kansas City, Missouri, and a Kansas City, Kansas.
Like,
no, my grandpa was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
I was like, there ain't no St. Louis, Kansas. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
That would be hilarious, and there should be.
What even is a Turtle Bees? That's the question you should be asking. Turtle Bees is the favorite.
It's like a cross between a Sprouts and a Whole Foods.
Well, you see, you take the turtle and you put the bees in the turtle, and that's what makes
you put
the meat.
Bees in the trap.
Bees in the trap. No, the bees are what makes the meat crunchy. See, this is America's favorite grocery stores by region. Turtle Bees is the favorite grocery store of the Pacific Northwest region. Chucky Friend is the favorite grocery store of the Great Plains region. Corb Torson's is the favorite grocery store of Spicy Town. Spicy Town encompassing California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas.
Part of Texas.
Part of Texas. So, tell me, what has been your experience shopping at a Corb Torson's?
Corb Torson's is certainly spicy. They have a fantastic pre-prepared taco meat section.
Nice.
Their queso fresca comes in a big wheel, and they just chunk it off for you.
Now, see, I did not visit a Corb Torson's any time that I've been to California, so I believe that I'm missing out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explain. Like, that's the beauty of this meme.
The only real one is Kroger.
Yes, Kroger. Media Winch is covering up Kroger over here. Hold on. Kroger is in the Capital Beltway, which is true. It is actually America's favorite grocery store in the Capital Beltway.
Kroger.
So, because Kroger is real, I think that throws everybody else off. Mm-hmm. Because, like, they're expecting all the rest of them to be real, and not a single fucking one of them is real. So, this is the thing, okay? Sparkle sent me this meme, and I said, that's not funny. Like, that was my response back to her. She sent this meme, no commentary or anything, and my response back was, that's not funny. And she said, oh, yes, it is. And she pointed me to the original comments where a woman in the comments said, I ain't never seen no goddamn Turtle Bees in my entire fucking life.
It's so good. It's so good.
So that it throws people off. So that, like, they're like, I'm from there and I've never heard of these grocery stores. It fucks with their heads.
It does. Crazy.
So I shared out the meme, and all the comments around the meme, is where the comedy comes from. Because every time I share the meme out, it starts this robust conversation about what the fuck are these places? And there's always hilarious comments. And then every time we've pulled this meme up on the Freak Show, and it's been 30, 40 minutes, an hour of content of us just talking about this meme.
It's a conversation starter. It's like the we got asked a question by a guest on Local Love many years ago. It was a band called Joan and the Rivers, and they asked us, okay, you're on a beach and you have to take a shit. Do you go in the water or do you dig a hole?
Okay, there's questions. There's other questions afoot here, right?
There is.
Like,
Here's
am I on a public
conversation
beach?
starts.
Am I on a public beach? Are people watching me? Like,
It depends. They could be. There could be. There could not be.
are you asking
go
me
in
if
the water,
when you
or do
say
you dig a
are you
hole?
saying go in the water? Or are you saying going out into the ocean and taking a shit?
Yes.
Like you're going at like, what would you pull down your britches once you got out in the ocean?
These are the questions.
Or are you
that
just gonna
plague us.
are you just gonna hope that you have a solid and it floats
and
out
you can
your
swim away from it?
and
That
it
was
floats
a
out
rationale
it
before.
floats out your shorts.
That's been a rationale before. Absolutely.
I don't like any of this. I want to go back. But you know where you could go swimming? You know where you could go swimming? You go swimming in the Gulf toast. That's my favorite part about the meme is the Gulf toast.
You could certainly take a shit in the water in the Gulf toast.
Oh, here's another one. Okay, Wilson Titley is the favorite grocery store of the Appalachians. And for the longest time, I actually had that I was a manager at Wilson Titley on my profile. Real Justin's Facebook had that I was a manager at Wilson Titley on my profile. And I even created a Wilson Titley page that, it linked to it on my profile. And people went and complained about me to Wilson Titley, the fake company. They tried to call Wilson Titley the fake company to get me fired. Ida, I am glad you have had a special day. Mad props to you. Blow Ida kisses. Media Winch.
Blow Ida kisses.
Yeah, you. I need to introduce you to some of the YouTube peeps that have come along, especially after the Matt Walsh thing.
Oh yeah, that was I fucking love your little commercial that you played yesterday, the first one that started. Like, I was sitting here, I didn't know that you did that. As it was the first time I saw it was when you played it yesterday, and I was sitting here, and like a couple of days ago, I was fucking around on our Twitch channel, and I noticed that our video, our like little commercial intro video or whatever, is like 2 years old, and it has our old YouTube on it, and it has a bunch of dumb things on it. It's not very good. So I was literally kind of wanted to do something like that where I made a movie trailer where I just had like a bunch of like that fucking horror movie music and a bunch of like dystopian like funny things that Dave says, and then all of a sudden it switches up and then it's just like Dave cackling to a bunch of fucking conspiracy theorists and But I'm a lazy video editor, and if I can't do it on my phone, then I don't really want to do it. I can. I totally can. It's just going to take me a very, 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 very long time.
Well, that's the shit that I do for a living, and I made today I did a voiceover for a YouTube channel about bony fish. I made 2 videos that were testimonials about a dentist's office. Fuck, what else did I do? I had another thing that I did. I gotta redo this. I'm doing like a explainer video for this fitness app, and I've got to make some revisions on their video that they hired me to do. That's the kind of shit I spend my day doing. I have other clients. I work for a union busting organization. I gladly take their money and I overcharge them.
Nice.
Well, what's real, like, it probably took me longer than what I charged them for at the beginning. And I, honest to God, because they always want to keep my project files. I think the dude thought that after I did it for him, he was going to be able to do it himself. But I made the project file so complicated. There's no way. Like, you would have to be a graphic artist to understand. Because like, I did all kinds of shit in After Effects. He ain't got the skill to go into After Effects and do that shit. He might be able to change some pictures in Premiere. He ain't going into After Effects and fucking with anything. So he thought he was going to be able to do it himself and cut me out and not have to pay me every time. But now he has to pay me every time. And we're talking 3, 4, 5 times a week, and I'm charging my hourly rate to do something that takes me 10, 15 minutes. That's what I want. I want to funnel their union busting money over into me to do my heathen shit.
I wish I knew how to get that. How do you get that kind of work?
Okay, so I had a more traditional. I was working at a TV station as a production assistant. I was like floor manager. I did sound, graphics, and shit for a TV station. At the same time, my side gig was I was doing educational videos for a company called Study.com. And they would make little like 10-minute videos, and they paid me like fucking, I want to say like $17 per finished minute or something like that.
Damn.
Well, I mean, to do a 10-minute video actually takes a little while, all right? But like, I got it down to where I was pretty good at making them, and I could make an $800-900 paycheck every like, I think we got paid on like the 1st and the 15th.
What year was that?
This is 2017.
Okay.
So
I didn't know what this money is worth. Real quick, hold on.
So I decided that instead of, because like you could take on as much work as you wanted with that job, right? And I was just doing it on the side while I worked for a TV station. And I was really at the TV station for the insurance, but the like I have a fake front tooth I really need replaced. Like it got knocked out when I was 19. And they told me like it was going to fall out in 10-15 years, right? It's been like 20 years now. So like I really need to get that replaced, but like they consider that, even with insurance, they consider it cosmetic. So it's like fucking 13 grand, 14 grand to replace my front fucking tooth with insurance. So because insurance was like useless to me, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to quit the TV station. I'm going to do this job where like I could just work all the time. So I did that. Like I did that 7, 8, 9 months or something like that. And then they quit making videos, and they didn't even really give us any fucking heads up about that. They just kind of stopped producing shit. And that's when like I panicked and started like, trying to find other ways to make money. And that's where I found like, Fiverr and People Per Hour, Freelancer.com. There's all kinds of sites like that out there. And then I actually got headhunted for like another freelancer site. Like you have to be invited in to be like a freelancer for them. But I haven't even taken a job with them. Every time and I've only applied for like 2 or 3 that I've seen on their job board. But like, I thought that was fucking cool. Yeah. Well, when you say like it wasn't for one tooth, so because it's a fake front tooth and because like everything's gonna fall out, it's 2 crowns. So like each crown is $3,000. So there's got to be a crown on each tooth next to it in order to hold up the bridge or whatever the fuck it is that puts the other tooth in between the 2 crowns. And then that's like another 3,000 fucking blah blah blah, and then a 3,000 of the bridge, and then the other tooth. So that's why it was that much. So it's not actually one tooth. It's putting a crown on the teeth next to the tooth to hold up the fake tooth. It's a whole fucking process, and we're fucked here in the United States. And I don't see things getting better. But hey, usually we don't talk about politics here on this show, but do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about what's on everybody's mind?
Well, are you talking about Trump getting raided by the FBI?
Well, it's not just that. Like, okay, do you know pretty much what the up-to-date like theory is on what he was up to?
That he stole nuclear codes?
He stole not nuclear codes, but the information on how to construct nuclear weapons to sell to the Saudis.
Well, I mean, I figured it was either the Saudis or the Russians, right?
He is officially under investigation for espionage, the highest crime.
He doesn't have any money. He doesn't have anything that's worth anything except for former First Lady Ivanka. So if like he needs to split the country because he's about to go down for some shit. He needs some fucking collateral.
Yeah, Trump was raided by the FBI, and what was it, Tuesday? Was it Monday? Like, it's been a wild fucking week. I think it was Tuesday.
It's been a wild week.
Trump was raided by the FBI. Raided. Yeah, that's what I think. Drake, you're watching the Troll Patrol every night. Of course, you were probably with me while we were watching the live coverage. I was getting ready to do the whole recap here because I was popping into newsman mode. Oh, Media Winch, why doesn't somebody hire me to be it? I made the offer one night. If there's a TV station that will pay for my fucking teeth and put new teeth in my mouth, I will be the anchor of your station. I will cut my hair. I will shave all this off. I will be the anchor of your fucking news station. And I'll stop saying fucking.
What I need to get you hired on with our fucking place over here, and then you could just suffer and work grave shift and make $35 an hour.
Media winch. I have never had a job that wasn't in broadcasting. I've never done anything other than this in my life.
I know.
I started in radio when I was 16. I've done photography, I've done television, I've done film. This is what I make $35 an hour now. That's what I charge at my freelancer rate.
Good shit.
But here's the thing is with my work is I have to actually be working to make money, right? I can't I'm not just going and sitting somewhere. Some people get downtime and get to play on their phones. Unfortunately, I have to legitimately be working to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not high enough for this shit. I miss you. I haven't talked to you in so long.
I try to get you to talk to me, but you only talk to me if we're recording it for making everybody watch.
That sounded dirty. That sounded like...
You will just call me. Just like a normal person.
I don't call anybody. I don't really talk to anybody.
Everybody. I love talking on the phone. That's the first 10 years of my career and everything that I did was fucking customer service talking on the phone. I
thought you were getting ready to say phone sex.
I
think you could do it.
Phones.
I think you'd be a phone sex line. Justin Exposed.
I
told if
you are not the first person to tell me that.
If you guys want it, I'll create a $20 Patreon level and I'll show you my dick if you really want. I don't care. If there's demand for it, okay, sure. But I don't think there's demand for it. No, I totally don't think there's demand for it.
I figure there's better ways to see it for free.
All you got to do is ask if you really want it. Fuck it. So I usually I'm not sending people dick pics. That is not a thing I do. But usually women will talk about sending oh, I get so many dick pics, blah 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 blah. And then as they're saying that, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna send you a dick pic, and then I send them a picture of a drawn dick. It's a very crude sketch drawing.
Oh, I was gonna say, how anatomically correct is this drawing?
And they're always like, ah, haha, that's funny. And I'm like, yeah, it is funny because that's actually my artistic friend drew that of me. That's actually my dick. Ha ha! And then that usually gets a good laugh.
No,
you seem very. I have an artist friend.
I am an artist. I am also an artist.
Are you asking to draw
your penis like one of my French girls? No.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. Send a picture of Nixon. Someone will be angry. That's a tricky dick.
That's a tricksy dick.
Send a pic of Dick Cheney. Oh my God. Okay, did you see the video of Dick Cheney? Of him talking about Donald Trump as a unique threat to democracy.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see this? Fucking shit. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up the video and I'm gonna mute our microphones.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and talk about it. How does that sound?
That works.
Okay, so let's make this happen here. I might have to go to Twitter, but I should be able to just pull it up here. Yeah, there we go. She's already laughing about it.
246-year history. There has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected.
Okay, so I saw somebody on Twitter say, imagine going back to 2003 and playing that video for somebody and trying to explain it to them. Donald Trump is a unique threat to democracy. He tried to steal the election. To someone in 2003 where Dick Cheney is like a fucking overlord. Lying us into war.
He is a monster. And he's like, this guy is a fucking monster. But then again, I don't think that Donald Trump is smart enough to be a monster. I think that he's just dumb enough and people know how to pull his little puppet strings. They put him in front of the fucking... He's the patsy. He's the fall guy.
Dick Cheney looks like a fucking monster there.
He looks like a monster.
Looks like an absolute monster.
Yeah, he is a monster. That is the thing that hides under beds. That is what you've been keeping your foot from dangling over the bed from all these years.
But
because the cold hand of Dick Cheney.
I go back to 2003. I'm like, hey, media winch. And you're like, what the fuck did you just call me? Ashley, shut up. That doesn't matter. Media winch. Listen, I've got this video of Dick Cheney here. Watch this. And he starts talking about how Donald Trump tried to steal the election and was a threat to democracy. Like, what is your response to that? 2003 Ashley.
2003 Ashley. My response would probably be I don't care. I don't know. I was kind of, I don't know. I wasn't really political then.
Fair enough.
I know who. I mean, I was in 2003. I was working in Oakland and Amsterdam at the cannabis dispensaries and shit like that. So I was kind of more just like concerned about our places getting raided by the feds.
Fair enough.
And growing weed and smoking weed. And,
damn, that was on the cutting edge too.
I still do that now, but you know. Ooh, you know what kind of jobs you can get out here? My mom just sent me an ad that was like they're paying $45 an hour for people to work at this to trim at this place in Fairfield.
You gotta keep your eye out on like production jobs for me. 3D motion graphics artist, voiceover.
My mom's
like
friend's wife works at
the shit
Pixar.
I do.
My mom's friend's wife works at Pixar.
I'm technically not an animator. I'm not that fucking
No, but
good.
there's like, there's not just animating at Pixar. There's fucking voiceover work. There's all kinds of stuff.
Fair enough. Ray, are you saying that Dick Cheney changed? Like I don't know what we're.
No.
Ooh, have you seen the Vice movie about Dick Cheney?
Yes.
Is that not an excellent fucking movie?
It was very good.
It was
very, very good.
hilarious.
Yeah, it
And-
was really good.
And at first, I didn't like the dude that played George W. Bush. Like, I'm like, why did they
Yeah.
cast him? But man, did he nail like the mannerisms and everything perfectly? Like, okay, that's why they cast him.
Will Ferrell does the best George Bush, though.
I love me some Will Ferrell, and I didn't used to.
I fucking love Will Ferrell.
Oh,
Over the summer, I let the girls watch Talladega Nights and Step Brothers.
oh, Drake! I didn't even notice you said that. No, in 2003, I was becoming radicalized, but in 2001, I was president of the Young Republicans, my junior year of high school. So, like, by 2003, I don't want to say that I was on the right, because the Iraq War was... I discovered... Because in 2003, I was in... like, I would have been, like, my second semester, my freshman year, in, like, the beginning of 2003. And, like, the end of 2002, like, that's when I discovered Bill Hicks. And Bill Hicks is talking about Bill Hicks is talking about George H.W. Bush.
Am I older than you?
And invading. Yeah, I think you got a few years on me. Like Dave has a few years on me. Curiouser has a few, like, just by a few. Like, you're like the last of the Gen Xers, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm the first of the millennials. I'm the very first of the millennials. And when I went to college the second time, I went to college with the ass end of the millennials, right? So that was an experience. Like, even like my girlfriend in college, she was
No, you would have been Gen Z.
she was 7 years younger than me. No, I'm a millennial.
Millennial.
I'm a millennial. You're a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
You're the ass end of the Gen Xers.
Mm-hmm.
So you were born like fucking right around like 1980 or just before, right?
Was it millennials before Gen? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, millennials is before Gen Z. Gen Z is after me. Millennials are the ones that you know, we turned like 18 right around the 2000. We turned
Gotcha.
we turned 18 to like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and shit.
Dude, I had fucking, what did I turn 18? Oh, man.
You turned 18 to like fucking like what was big in 95? Like Savage Garden.
Oh, no, 98, honey. 98.
90,
I was
oh,
18.
I overshot it a little bit. Okay, you're not that much older than me then, by like
Honey,
you're 3 or 4
don't hurt
years.
my feelings.
You're 3 or 4 years. I thought you were 4 or 5 years. I'm sorry.
That's Dave.
Okay.
a couple years older
okay.
than me.
Okay. I thought you and Dave were the same age.
Hmm.
Okay, fair enough.
He's a much older queen.
He's a much older queen. He's in the heart of the Gen Xers then.
Yes.
He what did he graduate high school in like fucking 90, 91 or something?
92.
92. Right before even fucking Nirvana. Shit. You know, Dave could have joined us. That could have been fun. Oh, I'm only set up for one person right now. That's right.
Yeah.
And all my shit wasn't working. God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss at you.
Well.
I think my logo looks pretty good for just slapping it together here a few hours ago. And
No, it does.
redoing the whole intro and everything. And friends.
And friendos.
I put no. Oh, we had Dave too. We had Dave older than what he actually is. I'm sorry. '95. My apologies, producer Dave. What was big in '95? Was that the year Seal was big? Was he singing "Kiss from a Rose on a Grave"? Or was that like '97?
That was the year that Batman Forever came out.
That was like 97 or something. 95 would have been, what was big in 95? In Vogue? TLC was singing Creep, maybe.
Oh my God.
So
You know one of my
Creep,
favorite-
yeah. I'm sorry, I watched him at
I liked,
Glastonbury the other day.
I liked Paula Abdul. I liked Madonna. I liked Mariah Carey.
I love
Jackson.
the cold-hearted snake. Oh, look
Expose.
into his eyes.
Expose was fucking rad. Taylor Dane. Taylor Dane was alright. What was the one I'm thinking of?
Taylor Dane was like the mid
Wilson
2000s,
Phillips.
wasn't he? Wilson. Hold on for one more day came up on my fucking playlist the other day, and I'm like singing it around the house. Hold on for one more day.
I need to make you your mixtape, but your mixtape's gonna be like a fucking folder on Google Drive that's like 300 songs.
Do it. Well, I prefer. I don't know if you do it. Like I'm on the Spotify. I'd prefer a Spotify playlist.
No. There's stuff that's on there that you can't get on Spotify.
Sure. Yeah, everything is on Spotify.
Nope.
No, Pop It, Girl the Gray. No. Pop is. I can't sing. That's how I got into broadcasting. Is I wanted to be a singer, and I can't. My voice changed, and I can't sing worth a shit. I've got no rhythm.
I was in choir from 3rd grade all the way through. I was a senior in high school.
Oh, I was in choir, but that doesn't mean I was good at it.
Well,
I was in choir my entire fucking collegiate career. Is that how you say that? Collegiate? That's not right, is it? Scholastic. Scholastic was the word I was looking for.
I thought that was a book fair.
Oingo Boingo is amazing. Holy shit.
Danny Elfman is a legend.
I wish that I had discovered how awesome they were before just like a few years ago. And it's Spotify. Spotify is the reason why. Like, they're like, oh, you like all this shit? You're going to love Oingo Boingo. Like, oh shit.
Now, listen, this is, if you want to know like a core fucking thing about the media wench, I will give you a fucking, a nugget. Music is fucking everything to me. Music has gotten me through like every fucking situation, good or bad, that has ever existed in my fucking life. And I don't judge my age or my experience by much, except for like who I was friends with at that time that introduced me to new music that changed my fucking perspective on like everything. And there's been a couple of times where, like when I started working at Wilderness Unlimited, when I moved back from Arizona, and I met this dude, his name was Joe, and he like got me into Bay Area hip hop because I never really paid attention to it because I wasn't like really, when I was growing up, I listened to a lot of like Frank Sinatra and Harry Connick and like Queen, and my mom was like huge 70s, music fan, and my grandparents listened to like big band shit and Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett and all that kind of stuff. But I heard Mac Dre for the first time, and it fucking blew my mind, and I just went into this dive into all of these fucking and all these like local hip hop bands and fucking and rappers and shit. And then he introduced me to fucking mashups, and that was what changed my mind. That was what changed that was the one that changed my life.
Media wins. Let me tell you, there used to be a channel on before it was Sirius XM. It was just Sirius. Mm-hmm. There was a channel called Shady 45. It was Eminem's channel, and they did Mashup Monday, and it was like 4 solid hours of like the most awesome fucking mashups ever, and I missed that. Like they ditched that shit after like they did the merger. Like corporations suck. Like when like companies are like young and scrappy and shit, they do awesome shit. When they like merge into like some horrible corporate structure, they do away with things like Shady 45 and Mashup Monday, and it pisses me off.
So back then, ISO Hunt still existed, and so I just did a search for like mashups, and I downloaded like fucking 15 gigs worth of mashups, and I narrowed it down to like this list of like 40 or 50 of them, and I've been lugging them from new computer to new computer to new computer since 2005.
Oh,
And
good
it
night,
is-
Ida.
The greatest condensed collection of the coolest fucking shit that you've ever heard. First, you can't get that on Spotify. I have to send it to you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And you might have a lot of the shit that I used to have that I don't have anymore. I only
I
have
don't know.
a rare
Did you have
few.
the one? Did you have the one that was Big Shot and Big Pimpin', fucking Billy Joel and 50 Cent mashed together?
That sounds fucking familiar. That sounds absolutely familiar. I know. I know I had one that was like Maroon 5's "This Love" with DMX's like "Up in Here," and like it was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I think
I have one that's the Black Eyed Peas and DMX together. I have yeah, they're just really good.
But
I wish.
Okay, so I used to mobile DJ at the time that like, because this was like 2003, 2004. This was like, I don't think I was downloading this shit off of Napster, but like LimeWire or some shit.
Yeah, that
like
was a good
Kazaa, like good and buggy.
Kazaa! I loved Kazaa.
Good and buggy. So like it's post Napster, but maybe like the tail end of Napster as well. But I'm mobile DJing at this time. And like I would play these mashups that I thought were just like killer, and like people would look at me like I had turds coming out my mouth, right? Because they're like, they don't understand, like, this don't go together. These two, that's not the song I know, and it would just bring dances to a halt. And I was like, no, this is cool. What's wrong with you people? But no, the kids aren't all right.
No, make old things new again. Put them together, make them mix them up, and then people go down these music rabbit holes. Like when I first started on Local Love, I was like episode like I don't know, fucking 15, 16, 17. It was like way early in the first 24 episodes, and now we're on episode fucking 260 something, and that's like. Both of those have 2 parts, so really it's like 500 fucking episodes of Local Love. When I first started, I went all in, and I fired my fucking SiriusXM subscription, and I just took the Local Love library, and that was all I fucking listened to, and that's how I got to know all these bands and like interviewing them, because I wanted to be a DJ when I was 12 and 13 years old, and whenever we did like the job shadowing thing in 8th grade where they're like, okay, well, what do you want to focus on when you start picking your classes for high school and all that shit? It's like, I want to be a fucking DJ. So they let me job shadow a morning DJ from one of the local radio stations or whatever for a morning, and it was super boring, and it was like, oh, I got this kid with me, and it's a local radio station, and it was like a little satellite thing in a tent, so it wasn't that exciting. But still, it was still something that I fucking wanted to do. And then I listened to Howard Stern, and then I really wanted to do it really bad. And then
oh, really?
I
wasn't all that into Howard Stern. It was Opie and Anthony. I was on the Opie and Anthony side.
No, I still listen to Howard.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I still listen to Howard.
Oh, Howard.
I do. I love him.
I liked the Private Parts movie. That was fun.
Oh, that was very good. I love Robin. I love the new cast of characters that he has around. Like there's still Fred and Sal and fucking and Ralph, and I mean Artie's been gone for a long time, but like the new guys like Richard, and there's this guy Chris, and there's JD, but just a bunch of fucking new people, and they're good. Ronnie's still there.
But
anyway.
no. That needs to be us. That needs to be us. It needs to be our little crew of people doing the show.
It does. I think that the reality of the podcast house is reachable. It's attainable. If we're gonna probably hang out in this place for about another year, and then we're gonna move to further north towards where my mom lives, where it's cheaper. We can get a bigger house, probably like a 4 or 5 bedroom.
I'd totally be in on that.
Preferably with some property.
Justin is currently up in the air. It's about living arrangements.
But Justin is probably going to have to make sure that he finds his own work if he's only going to be doing broadcasting things.
Justin already finds his own work, ma'am.
There you go.
Justin already
Good
does
shit.
his own work.
We need $33,000 a month because we also need to get Nathan down here. But I guess Nathan and Lisa can get their own house because Lisa's a lawyer, and that's the one that we want to keep in the fold. Really, she's.
Well, yeah, we're gonna need a lawyer for.
We got to keep the attorney.
Indeed.
I love Lisa. She's wonderful.
Lisa says what?
I love Lisa. She's wonderful. It's Nathan's girlfriend.
Lisa says what?
Lisa
Oh,
says
that's
what?
not that. That's not that Lisa.
No, not
is
that
it?
Lisa. Not that Lisa.
My bad.
Fancy lawyer Lisa.
My bad.
Monocle girls. She is in the chat.
Can we talk about the fact that like I still have Dick Cheney staring at me? You probably do too.
I do, but I haven't been paying attention to it. It's just become a blur of gray and old on the side of the screen.
But he is very, very vivid, like staring right at me. Like right now, he is staring me down.
No, because I am looking at you, and I am stunned by your lovely face. Sir.
Oh, ma'am. I'm looking at you, but over my right shoulder is a Dick Cheney. Dick is always watching.
At least it's not on that huge TV behind you. Then you've been looking at you over your shoulder. That would have been pretty good, though.
We'll do the rest of the show with Dick Cheney leering behind me.
Except for it's bright white and it looks like the sun.
I think that makes it even better. And do you know what? I have the brightness turned down on the TV. I have the nightlight on. I've done everything.
No wonder people are going blind.
Well, I turn all that shit off when I'm actually watching something.
Red light is wonderful.
So I get to see it. I like my multicolored lights.
No, we have multicolored lights in here, but this red light is just like, except for you go in the house and then it's like natural light and everything is green. It's so green in here. Burn my retinas out. No, it's just your eyes have to adjust to not being like in a dark room. This is what it's like. It's like being in a dark room. I could develop old-timey photos in this garage.
Professor Q. So the Dick Cheney is kind of weirding me out. This is worse. This is worse than when he was over here on the side screen.
I told you. Now you've committed to having it there for the whole rest of the show.
75 inches of dick is not 75 inches of dick is not fun.
No. Yeah, Q. Eventually, let's call that the 3-year plan.
The 3-year plan. Justin's moving.
Yeah. We'll need a house.
Plan.
We'll need a house that has a mother-in-law's quarters, so it can just be like a separate house.
Well, Dave and I are eventually going to have to start working on our, and he may not even remember that he committed to this. We're supposed to do an afternoon show on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Who?
Producer Dave and I have committed to doing an afternoon show on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
What show is that?
Chicken soup for the heathen. So I can't remember what it was. Like, we were both drinking, and like the chat came up with all of this, and like
I hope it was called Human Stew for the Soul, because that would be the best fucking one ever.
In the winter.
Human soup.
Do you remember
for the soul?
Do you remember the name, Producer Dave? I don't remember the name anymore. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea on a Tuesday, Thursday.
I'll do one day a week, Human Soup for the Soul. That'd be fun.
Human soup for the soul. I don't remember it either, but we can come up with a new name. But I guess before we come up with a name, we should probably come up with an actual premise of what it's gonna be.
No. You come up with the name first, and the premise follows. That's how this works. Don't spit all over your computer. That's not good for electronics.
The dick behind me is scaring me. Seriously.
That's the kind of dick pic you don't want to wake up to. No. If I come out there, we're gonna have to do the slap each other in the face with a tortilla thing.
At least somebody shaved it. At least somebody shaved that dick. Would have been kind of scary if it was a hairy dick. If you were in Wyoming, would you vote for Liz Cheney? She's encouraging Democrats to come out and vote for her.
I mean, she was still married to a monster.
No. Liz is Dick's daughter.
Okay.
She's the daughter. You can't. But she as well is a monster.
Is she a monster?
The size of the dick. Yeah, she's a monster. She was against gay marriage, even though she's got a gay sister.
Well, fuck her.
Dick Cheney was more progressive when it came to gay marriage. At least he wouldn't speak about it. Oh man, this is going back to the 2000s. I gotta stop it. Put it on a different face. Nothing makes it better. No frame makes it better. That may have made it worse.
What did you do?
Oh, I'm just different frames here.
Oh,
Trying it out, seeing what I can find.
I'm Dick Cheney and I'm a fucking monster.
I'm gonna put my dick up here.
Oh my god.
That was a good one. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That looks good behind me. The Troll Patrol one needs a little tweaking. You can't tell it. You can't tell if that one still says Sparkles because I spent way too much time changing everything else. But like nobody can see that shit unless you're really looking for it.
Your noggin is in the way.
Yeah. Are you okay? What are you? I had this whole list of shit that I wanted to go over. Like it was the leftover list from the other night with Sparkles.
Your feelings are hurt. Your feelings are very hurt.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah. But still, I just also content for the show.
I know.
But I had this story about pilots. They got into a fight and then they turned the plane around. I have a video of. Yeah. Let's play this. We gotta do this. We'll just do our little workaround here. Oh fuck. I fucked things up. Well, Dick Cheney was my browser there. I got rid of him. So this is a ska band with Christians speaking in tongues superimposed over it. I think that lady was the isn't that the one that Trump Like, didn't she like bless Trump or some shit?
Right? Wasn't she like a spirit, his like spiritual guide or something?
Yes,
like
I think so. I think that's her. It's a tongue speaking preacher, but it's Regiska. What do you think about it?
Well, I can't hear it, but I saw this clip before, and I mean, I think it could be a banger if you added like some good like bass drops and.
Wait, you weren't able to hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
No.
That's odd. Why can't you hear it?
I don't know. I don't run your system.
God damn it. But you heard shit earlier, didn't you?
I did.
Well, this is... it's maddening. It's maddening. It's maddening.
Take a bong hit, honey.
I'm not high enough for this shit.
Yeah.
I like this show an awful lot. I didn't want this show to die. Well, this was the name of my college radio. This is the name of my college radio show.
College radio show?
Yeah. The Friday Night Freak Show. We were on from 8 to midnight. And the very first time we did it, the people I got, like my friend Molly, she was like 4 hours. Oh my God, that's so long. I'm like, no, it's not. It'll fly by. And after we did the first one, she's like, oh my God, that did fly by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we started doing the Plex was 3 hours, and Local Love was 3 hours. And then we scaled it down and we split it up. So then we split the Plex up into 3 hours, but it was the upfront hour, the podcast hour, and then an hour of red light. But like in the beginning, we only like planned on going for like 2 hours, and then we just kept going. Sometimes we would be going for like 5 or 6 hours, and the only like way that we knew that anybody was listening to us was looking at who was logged into the IceCast feed, and and it would just have how, because we were audio only, and so we would just broadcast on an IceCast server, and sometimes there would be like 1 or 2 or 3, and sometimes there'd be like 20 or 25 listening live, and then we would release the whatever that shit was on a fucking podcast feed, and that was it. Every mic had their own channel. It was, yeah, Dave overly complicated the whole thing, but it was like so perfect. But that was also
Dave overly complicated something? No. No.
Well, he has to overly complicate it so then he can dial it back. That's how he operates. He has to be able to reach in and pluck out a problem on a microscopic level so he understands the entire thing, and then he will dial it back. What are you fiddling with? You trying to figure out why I can't hear audio? What's that?
Now I have no clue what the fuck's even playing. That's not playing. What in the fuck is going on here? Nothing is working the way it should. Freaking me the fuck out.
Whoa, what was that?
So this is the original Friday Night Freak Show.
Plasma or something?
Oh,
okay.
$65 a week.
I used to donate blood.
That's her payday. That's what she makes.
But I'm broke right now because I've
This is adorable.
not been keeping that money because
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it.
$2 and then the $100 for driving to school. So.
And when did you get a speeding ticket, darling?
It was
I don't understand why you can't hear it.
I don't know, but
like
everybody's sitting
everyone's
around
going
one
on
desk
the
with
first
4
day,
mics and a computer and one monitor. It's adorable.
I'm in the other room. I'm at the in the booth actually
the booth.
it's actually controlling the show.
Mm-hmm.
The engineer was like no, I was like 25, 26 at that time. The engineer told me that like I shouldn't be, cuz like he's like Howard Stern doesn't run the board for his own show, and I'm like, I don't trust anybody else running the board for my show. Thank you very much. I will run the board for my show. I have no clue what is going on with the sound. I give up. I'm taking a bong rip. Media Winch, you're in charge. You do something.
No, you can't leave me in charge of a show that I can make noise.
Dave and Echo Play or something like that. Echo. A sergeant found you hiding in a garbage bin. He found Joshua Coleman hiding in a garbage can. Could you tell us about that? Would you? Would you explain why you did that? I don't understand.
Hold on. Would you like a which you won't be able to hear it anyway.
The only I can play things.
Well, like they'll hear it, but you won't.
Right.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Hey Justin.
Hey Justin. Are you
trolling?
I made that for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
It had to be made because you are Justin and you are trolling.
I'm usually trolling. Usually.
And I realize that wasn't necessarily it wasn't a wise thing to do, but I knew what I was doing and I did it.
No, RB, the ska band wasn't on the stage at the same time. Somebody had mashed them up. I'm sure the woman that was speaking in tongues would have really liked there to not be a video of a ska band playing next to her. Yeah. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm not aware.
Is that Microsoft Edge?
Yes. That's the browser I use for the shows. I don't use it for anything else. It's only for the shows.
I have it. Yeah, I have it at work too.
I use
I
use Firefox for myself personally, but also like I have a Google, which is usually that's my phone system on the Troll Patrol is on Google.
Yeah.
So like I've got all the different browsers, but they're all for different reasons. But like usually like I'm surfing on Firefox, but I use my phone to watch porn because I don't watch porn on the computer.
You need to use Brave. Brave is wonderful.
What do you use to watch porn? But I will get on like FetLife and shit on the computer. Probably shouldn't do that either. Oh. That's true.
Brave is good.
That is true. You can't have like 5 videos opened. But you also can't get some kind of virus that's going to completely crash your shit that I use to make money. That's my issue. Like that's how I lose this bad boy. I lose the ability to make money.
See, this is why you have a second machine that is a Linux machine.
I used to have a laptop, but I lost it in the move. Yeah. I lost a lot of my shit in the move. It kind of sucks. Yeah. But I have the shit I need to make money.
I guess that's all that matters. Stuff is just stuff.
I've
had to downsize.
Stuff is stuff.
I've had to downsize so many times.
I have my kitties. I have my PS5. I have my computer. I have all the shit I need to broadcast.
Yep.
I'm good. Dave
said all five of the animals were following him around the other night, and it was odd.
Why is that odd? That sounds.
Because he's not used to living in a house with so many animals.
It sounds like fun to me. I'm gonna go scoop up
It
those
is.
Socrates. He looks like he wants. He looks like he wants to say hey to you. I don't know.
He let him in here. He closed the door. He closed the garage door and let him in here the other night. He said they jumped on the desk, and they didn't even walk across the keyboard. I'm like, they know not to walk across the keyboard.
Hey, cats are smart.
They are.
I love my kitties.
But Hamish is like this big.
But the only problem is we're like mine are kind of bullying the other kitties in the house, and that's not cool. Like I don't know why. And Maynard also Maynard might not be my cat anymore.
Oh, did he like another human better?
Well, no, he's just abandoned me. Period. Like he sleeps in there in the living room. Like he just doesn't sleep with me anymore. And he's like, hey, fuck you guys. Like he's not in here right now. Like the door is closed. It's me, Smokey, and Socks. Maynard is not in here. Maynard sleeps in her room too. Maynard sleeps on her bed a lot. I don't know if he sleeps with her, but possibly. But then again, usually when she's in the bed, you know, she's got her kitties with her. You got to run my kitties off because they're bullying. Especially Maynard. There's a lot of kitty talk. I like kitty talk. RB, you think he doesn't like the new place? Well, I mean, like this is only our temporary place for a few months. Until we figure out what we're gonna do. We haven't decided yet. We're currently looking for different jobs, possibly. But that's the cool thing about, you know, I make money, so I don't have to accept just any job. I can just wait until the absolute best job for me comes along. So, who knows? Who knows? I don't know why he wouldn't like it here, though. He's got fucking... So, she ordered several cat houses. 2 of them are trucks. One of them's a little, like, bodega house. A bodega house.
And those definitely will make some money.
No, they're little
You can just order those?
They're little cardboard cat scratchers. Like they're cat scratchers on the inside, and then the cats can like stick their heads out the window and shit. They're so cute.
I thought we could like franchise a cat house, the Ecoplex cat house, and then broadcast Saturday. Broadcast Saturday from there.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's what we need to do. Is we ultimately need to invest in having a cat coffee shop, a cat cafe, and then we could also broadcast and have a studio connected to it.
Oh my god! In between all the in the middle of all the kitties.
Also, renting out like having an actual studio and renting it out is good fucking money, by the way.
You think these are things that we haven't thought of?
Oh, I would assume that producer Dave has entertained this notion.
We definitely have a open invitation to bands to come in and record something simple if they want to.
I think we need a cat cafe and then also we could have you make it a bar on the weekends, have a gig venue, we can record it. There's all kinds of shit we can do.
I think before we start recording things, our next step it would be into like an actual like space.
I used to do studio photography, so having a place to do portraitures and shit would also be nice. A green screen.
Green screen.
Full service. That's
Full
sad.
service studio.
That's sad about Anne Heche.
Yeah. I liked her in Volcano. Was she in Volcano?
I have no clue. I don't even really know
Tommy
who she
Lee
is.
Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones pretty cool. But I don't really know who she is. I don't know my actors. I don't.
She dated Ellen for like 3 years.
Oh, well that's pretty cool.
Yeah, in like the early 2000s.
Well, well, well.
Well.
I don't know who my mom is anymore, to be honest with you. Like, last time I talked to her, she was talking some shit about, like, how, like, the vaccine caused my dad to die and gave her a heart attack and shit. So, like, I don't know. She might have gone fucking nut job. Who knows?
Oh, that's... Yeah, my mom has said if she ever fucking says anything like that, that I'm allowed to just push her in her little wheelchair just down the hill.
Well, I don't know for a fact that my mom went that route. Like, she had gone, like, fucking Trump terrified her, I'm pretty sure. But like last time I talked to her, that's kind of the impression that I got from her, was that she never took her second dose of the vaccine because she thought the vaccine killed my dad, and that it might have given her a heart attack, because she had a heart attack right after my dad died, right? Like 3 days later. But I feel like that's pretty common. I feel like if I was to look that up, that's going to be a common thing.
Well, your husband just died, and you have all of these, like, all of a sudden this tremendous weight is sloshed upon you.
And you probably already got, you know, a clogged artery or whatever the fuck, and then the stress on top of it. Yada, yada, yada. That's just the straw that broke the camel's
Yada,
back.
yada, yada. Heart attack.
I'm sorry. I don't even know how this shit works. Exactly. Heightened stress is going to make you more susceptible to that kind of paranoid thinking as well. That's correct, Merkin.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, Professor Q was like, I don't know who your mom is. I have no clue why you don't have audio. That makes no sense to me. None of this makes sense to me.
You'll figure it out tomorrow.
My fucking Photoshop, every time it updates, it gets worse and worse. And like, I have to open it 50 blue million times before I can use it. And I have to use Photoshop for virtually everything I do. Even if it's just something fucking little, I gotta use fucking... So usually Photoshop is up in the background at all times. But then, like, I can't start working until I've opened Photoshop 50 blue million fucking times. I'm sorry. I'm venting. Adobe is such an asshole. Well, here's the thing is everything else works so okay, so like, you see how it says JustinFREAKIN and Friends? That was just me. Once I got Photoshop to open, it was just a change the original artwork that I did to say Friends and click save, and then open up all the other programs that have like the intro that I made and everything. They're already updated. All I had to do was export out a new version of the opening. It was so fucking easy. And that, my friends, is the reason why you want to use Adobe. The only thing is fucking Photoshop doesn't work the way it's supposed to most of the time. And it makes me want to strangle something. It makes me want to punch something. Like, I don't know how much you know about it, but Adobe operates on the reason why that updates the way it does is because it uses a thing called libraries. So I've just made that logo once, and then every time I use it, I pull it from my library. So all I have to do is go and change the original in the library, and it changes everywhere. And that's what makes it so fucking awesome. But the reason why I have to keep opening Photoshop and closing it and opening it again is because my library won't open. My library won't open.
That's ridiculous.
Which is the entire reason why I need to open Photoshop. And like... So if I need a font, I can go to the Adobe fonts and just upload the picture, and it will tell me what the font is, and then it will show me where the font is, and I can just activate it, and it's automatically in all of my programs, and it's so fucking cool. And because I do everything, because I do voiceover work, I need Audition. Because I do fucking animation, I need Character Animator and Illustrator. Because I do fucking, every fucking Photoshop is in everything I do. Because I do motion graphics, I have to have After Effects. A lot of my work is in After Effects. So, like, that's why I'm kind of married to Adobe.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. However, once again, like, there's reason. I do not use InDesign. I would assume that I could pick it up if I needed to, but I don't know what I need, because it's like for pamphlets and shit, isn't it? I'm not sure what kind of link you were trying to drop on us, Professor Q.
Oh, I think it is. I think it's for like pamphlets and magazines and stuff. I think that's what we used to use for the Wilderness Unlimited newsletter and shit that we used to put out.
This game about a squirrel with a gun where you can also run around and rob people. That sounds like fun. That sounds like kind of like the Untitled Goose Game, where you're going around griefing people as a goose.
Cobra Chicken.
I need to play. I have that. I own the Goose Game and I haven't played it yet. I really want. Have you seen Stray?
I know Hunter played Stray.
Hunter who? Hunter Biden?
HK.
Oh, HK.
Yeah.
Was it Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden was
sorry.
playing Stray? Is that the
Government
new
name,
is
sorry.
that the new conspiracy theory on the right that Hunter Biden played the game Stray?
I have a tendency to use government names. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I meant to use it.
Government
HK.
name.
Government name.
Apparently Sparkle's a little upset, and I'm like, why? I didn't say government name on the air ever. Not once was she ever referred to as government name.
Government name.
But she did get on to me one time, because in my phone originally I had her by like her government name and all of her nicknames. Like it was like her first name, all of her nicknames, and then like her last name.
So what would be funny about that is if I ever had to, or if you ever had to, like, when you text message somebody or when you try to call somebody from my car,
You have to say the fucking full name, or it reads it to you.
No, but it'll if you get a text message, it'll read it to you. It's like the robot lady in my car reading off like a list of fucking names. Probably the best use for that I've ever figured out so far is to rickroll my mom whenever she's driving.
I
somewhere.
love that fucking song, so anytime I get rickrolled, I'm probably going to listen to it 2 or 3 times. Probably going to start over, because like, I fucking love Rick Astley.
Yeah.
And he's cool as shit.
Yeah. So is Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer's awesome. What
Robert
are they
Palmer.
adjacent, or like why did you bring that? Were they on tour at one time together?
No. They just kind of remind me of the same genre.
Might as well face it, you're addicted to love.
No. That's not the Robert Palmer song that I like. Didn't Mean to Turn You On is the Robert Palmer song that I like.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that one. That might be one that like I've heard, but like I've forgotten about. Because fucking MTV only played like there were 3, and they all had like fucking models that had lipstick and shit.
Yeah. That was like the aesthetic. That was the style. That was what made Robert Palmer.
Oh, that was always his style.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna play copyrighted material on my show, are you?
No, I'm not. No. Why would I ever? I would never. I'm gonna send you a link on Discord.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, that's cool. That needs to be in your mixtape you send me.
Yes, it will.
I sent my buddy Jesse a mixtape, probably about 300 songs in a folder, and he never listened to them. If I send you that folder, would you listen to them?
Probably.
Because I thought that was rude, because I even picked them based on his taste. But I thought it was a pretty good list myself.
Well, there's 2 ways you can go about making a mixtape. You can make a mixtape based on what you think that somebody else likes, and then that kind of paints a portrait of how that person views you. Or you can make a mixtape based on the stuff that you want to have somebody else listen to, and then that kind of also that paints a picture of what they think of you.
No. See, I want to. You've probably not heard this, and based on what I know that you like, you'd like this as well. That's the way I make a mixtape. I know of this song, and you probably haven't heard of this because, like, my buddy has 3 kids. You know, he's kind of been unplugged from shit for the last 10 years, I think. I don't remember. Like, the oldest one's 12, 13, something like that now.
Right.
So he's been unplugged for 12, 13 fucking years. It's wild that the more kids somebody has, the more time they have, it seems. Like, the older kids start taking care of the younger kids and shit. Like, you don't, like... I play video games with them now more than I ever did. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird. Once you have 3 kids, and even one has he's a little he's got the autism. So he's a little more of a handful. And even still, play video games with him more now.
Yeah. I just have the 2, but they're pretty close together. So they are they're just little twins. And they're fun. And they're cynical. And
They're
don't take no
cynical.
one's shit.
You're raising 2 little cynical little gals.
Yeah. That's important.
That's important.
It is. They don't suss no one's shit. They don't believe anything you say.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to cut out of here because we got a show we have to do. So now you can play some clips and do your regular gig.
Oh, no. This is where you have to say what you learned tonight.
What did I learn tonight?
Yeah.
I learned that...
you didn't learn anything.
No, I learned lots. I learned that Windows sucks balls, and I'm glad that I don't have to deal with it anymore except for at work. It was the greatest thing that I ever did was switch everything that I had over to open source software and Linux. I recommend everybody does the same. It is just a tremendous relief when you update something and it doesn't break beyond what you can fix in a reasonable amount of time by looking it up on a forum or asking some questions in an open source forum of some sort.
You Linux people are insufferable. Oh, would producer Dave like it if I stayed on another 20 minutes and then rated you guys? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Why not?
Probably.
Why wouldn't I do that?
We're doing Conspiracy Bingo and we're watching Zeitgeist tonight.
Wow, I haven't seen Zeitgeist in years.
Oh yeah, you gotta tune in.
Damn. Okay. Damn. Seriously. I think the first 15, 20 minutes of Zeitgeist is actually pretty good, pretty informative.
I love the first part. The first part is fantastic.
It's not completely correct. They take a few liberties.
Yes, of course they did.
But overall, it's pretty solid. But then it gets batshit crazy.
Considering every religion is a fairy tale anyway, I guess taking liberties is par for the course.
Does not hold up, Mock says. There's a lot of things that they got wrong in the opening section where they're talking about especially things that are comparable to the story of Jesus. They take a lot of liberty. You got to have a really loose interpretation on some of those things. But anyway, I will let you get to it. And I'll entertain the people for another 15, 20 minutes and rate into you guys.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Have a good night, darling.
Thank you for having me on. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will talk to you later.
We will see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, I cut her off. That was rude of me. But I didn't want the camera to just drop out. So yeah, if you're just joining us, the show is now the Friday Night Freak Show with JustinFREAKIN and friends. Rotating guest host, but we had some technical difficulties with sound tonight, unfortunately. But because I couldn't play Media Winch videos, we'll actually see if there's some things on the list we can watch before we raid into Echoplex. Let's see what we got going on over here. These are actually the stories that I was going to do with Sparkles, 2 weeks ago? And we kind of didn't get around to it. Closing out the streaming software. I wanted to talk about the walrus that sank a boat. This is wild. Oh shit. Still working out some bugs here. There we go. I think there's been an update on this story because once again, this is my news from 2 weeks ago. Freya the walrus, I think, has had several updates in the last 2 weeks on her adventure. Oh no! Freya the walrus could be put down unless the public steers clear, Norway warns. Fame may be putting Norway's celebrity walrus at risk of death. No! Crowds are flocking to see the 13,000-pound star of the country's summer, nicknamed Freya. They're damaging the marine mammal's health to such an extent that euthanasia is now an option. The country's Directorate of Fisheries warned Thursday in a statement. People have been gathering just feet away to take photos, throw objects, and even swim in the water near Freya, who has made her home this week on a peninsula in Scandinavia, Sandvika, around 10 miles west. I was just going to town there. Wasn't noticing that wasn't the word I was saying. Around 10 miles west of Oslo, the capital. The animal's welfare is clearly weakened. The walrus is not getting enough rest, and professionals we are in dialogue with believe she is stressed. We are now investigating further measures where euthanasia could be a real alternative. Get the walrus and take her somewhere. The walrus has been an object of curiosity in Norway this summer as she swims from harbor to harbor along the country's jagged coastline, feeding and resting on small boats that she often damages with her weight, to the frustration of the owners and the amusement of onlookers.
What happened? We're back with Chanel, the latest animal to make a splash this summer.
Good morning. So we've seen sharks, seals, sea lions. Well, now make way for Freya, the walrus.
Freya has an awesome mustache.
Arctic to Norway. She's looking for food. And since her arrival, Freya's become somewhat, as you can imagine, of a local celebrity.
Yeah, you can see here she's often found sunbathing on people's boats. But there's one big problem. Freya, guys, get this, she weighs 1,300 pounds. Wow. She's massive, so she's causing...
Massive. How dare you insult her like that?
Authorities now having to think about relocating
Oh
her.
my God.
Yeah, that is serious damage.
I mean,
She thinks that the boats are floating ice.
Right, so she's
trying to cool off.
But I also saw some beautiful video of there's like water.
She's trying to cool off, and I bet they're really fucking hot.
It up, so she's doing some destruction, but she's super
She
cute.
is. You do you.
Those are little food. I don't even know.
Probably little fish. Look at them.
Look at the boats.
Look at that.
Yeah,
She looks so relaxed. I want to sleep like that.
I know.
She owned that boat.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
Well, apparently she's not so relaxed, sir. You fucking insensitive prick. No Trump shit. We already gave Trump enough oxygen tonight. I have several stories about Chick-fil-A and chicken. They closed the door on our faces. Customers say Chick-fil-A workers threw their food away right in front of them when they arrived to pick it up at closing time. In a viral TikTok posted this week, customers claim, this was a couple weeks ago, customers claim Chick-fil-A workers wouldn't let them in the store to pick up their food when they arrived at closing time.
Look, so we raced here from Port Chester.
Well, what do you mean by closing time?
Got here on time, and our food is sitting right there on the counter. They closed the door on us.
I fucked it up. TikTok never cooperates.
All they had to do, look at him. He's picking up our food. He's gonna take it home. Wow. Look at that. All he had to do was hand us the food. That's all he had to do. We went to the door. He just looked at us as he took the food. That's crazy. Look. He's throwing it in the garbage. Would Jesus do that?
Republican Jesus would. I wish I had the Jesus stinger right now. Jesus would never. In a follow-up video. We have a follow-up video.
But yeah, quick update. We got the money back for the food, and my friend Vanessa called the store manager today, and they basically didn't care. They just was like, it's whatever. But yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Got the money back.
Maybe that's their new slogan. Chick-fil-A. It's just basically whatever. It's just basically whatever. I haven't had Chick-fil-A forever. I'd have it every now and again. But fuck their bigotry. And it's not even that good. It's not even that good. And apparently they like labor violations. Chick-fil-A is asking for volunteers to work for 5 chicken sandwiches per hour. North Carolina Chick-fil-A is so hard up for people to work that it's asking for volunteers from the community. We are looking for volunteers for our new drive-thru express. Earn 5 free entrees per shift. 1 hour worked. Message us for details. The post racked up 265 comments before being deleted. Many of the commenters point out that Chick-fil-A is a massively popular fast food chain whose owners are worth roughly $14 billion and thus should not be asking people to illegally work for free. Like many fast food operations, some Chick-fil-A stores are franchises that are quasi-independently operated. The Hendersonville location, and I've been to Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's a franchise, according to local reporting. The Chick-fil-A corporate did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Reached by phone, Ryan, a manager at the Hendersonville location, who did not provide his last name, defended the idea. What happens with some brands in a community is that they establish a relationship with the community. As a result, there's an expression of desire from the community to be more a part of what the brand is doing. What? That sounds like some fucking late-stage capitalism or Orwellian bullshit. That's some newspeak right there. We get people all the time that want to be a part of what we're doing. This is designed to be an opportunity for that. Ryan said he was not in control of the Facebook account and declined to comment on the post. Thanks for everyone's concern on this matter, the store said in response to a post that said it should not be offering volunteer positions. This is a volunteer-based opportunity, which means people can opt in to volunteer if they think it's a good fit for them. We've had multiple people sign up and enjoy doing and have done it multiple times. Yes, anytime a corporation tells you that you're part of a family, it is bullshit. Run away. Applebee's has a new and my God, this was the story that I really wanted to do for Sparkles a couple of weeks ago. This story. This is a Sparkles kind of story. Applebee's launches lip glosses that taste like chicken wings. I so wanted her opinion on lip glosses that taste like chicken wings, and I didn't know what it was going to be. She might have thought it was a great idea. But wouldn't want it from Applebee's. Because she fucking loves chicken wings and she loves lip gloss. Oh my God. I don't what? I assume I can play this because it's a fucking commercial. Commercial wrong! Good evening! You just missed Media Winch. I would try out some bacon flavored rolling papers. I'd be skeptical that they tasted like bacon though. I've had every other fucking flavor. So this is a commercial for Applebee's lip gloss. Lip gloss that tastes like chicken wings. Taste my face. Come on over, taste my face. Well, that's something. Who does anybody in chat think this is a good idea? And see, this would have been a fantastic segment to do with Sparkles. See, she was missing out. I really want to know if she would have thought it was a good idea. But if I had to guess, I would think that she would love the idea of buffalo wing flavored lip gloss, but she wouldn't want it from Applebee's. She would want a completely different flavor of buffalo lip gloss. Oh, hold on. This is the different flavors. So, Carlina Britch is wearing Get Me Hot Buffalo. Jaslyn is wearing Be My Honey Pepper. Karen is wearing Sweet Chili Kiss. Christina has Honey Barbecue. But also, I'm going to be honest with you guys, tonight was probably like the most watched freak show like ever. And several people had told me they didn't like Sparkles, so here on the 1 year anniversary, by the way, the 1 year anniversary of the Friday Night Freak Show is actually in 1 minute. It was on Friday the 13th, 1 year ago, that this iteration of the Friday Night Freak Show started. It is now August 13th, which is the official 1 year anniversary of the Friday Night Freak Show. This iteration, Sparkles hasn't been fired. Sparkles fired me. Sparkles will no longer be with us. This show is now Friday Night Freak Show with JustinFREAKIN and friends. You can if you want to, go to my Patreon and you can, for $5, for the $5 tier, I just put it up this evening. You can see the Friday Night Freak Show where Sparkles blows up at me. Look at her. She's so happy right there. She's happy with me. Where I'm laughing, she's laughing. What happens? What happens during this stream? The stream that ended the friendship between Justin and Sparkles. Justin cries. Sparkles gets really mad. You can see it on my Patreon. But this show is going to continue. This is the 1 year anniversary, but it is a new day. It is a new dawn for the show. It is now Justin Freakin and Friends. It is going to be a rotating cast of co-hosts. Tonight was the Media Winch. She ducked out just a little bit early to be able to go over to Echoplex Media, who we are going to raid right now. It is Conspiracy Bingo. She had to get ready for Conspiracy Bingo, but she was with us earlier, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you for being here for the 1 year anniversary episode of the Friday Night Freak Show. I'm sorry that Sparkles is no longer with us. Sparkles, I'm sorry things didn't work out. You're still one of my favorite people. I find you to be hilarious. But hey, we've all got our issues. So go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before you hit the sack. I am Justin Freakin. We will see you Sunday night on the Troll Patrol live. And given the week that we've had in news, I'm assuming the Troll Patrol on Sunday night is also going to be wild. We're going to be talking about espionage.